Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of In Search of Lucy, a novel, by Lia Fairchild, performed by Kate Rudd. This book is dedicated to my best friend for the last 25 years, who also happens to be my husband, and to my two beautiful children. Chapter 1. What's the point? Lucy Lane contemplated this again for the 100th time as she climbed into her faded, light gray Honda Civic. She plopped down in the driver's seat and tossed an empty Starbucks cup onto the floor. What's the point of even going to work today? 16 months later, and she was still a receptionist at Amy's Nails. At 30 years old, there definitely should be more to life than this. But what? After spending most of her life taking care of other people, she wasn't exactly sure how to take care of herself. In reality, Lucy began her life, if you could call it that, 3 years ago when her mother took off for the last time. 3 years and nothing to show for it but financial debt, professional setbacks, and the monotony of everyday life. Days that started and ended pretty much the same way, alone. It was late spring, and the weather could not have been more perfect. It was finally starting to warm up, and Lucy hated being cold. She was usually chilly when others were just fine. Even in her own apartment, she habitually wore sweatshirts, long, baggy ones that hung past the knees on her slender 5'6" frame. While she didn't happen to notice or appreciate this sunny day, she did take note of the clouds. Fluffy, interspersed clouds that caught her eye because they reminded her of the opening of The Simpsons. Lucy glanced around the floor and passenger seat before snagging a black hairband hidden halfway underneath the seatbelt. She pulled back her wavy brown hair into a ponytail, then put the key in the ignition and turned. After several sluggish grinds, the engine started. At least she got lucky today. A few times a week, she had to pop the hood and spray some mystery gunk into the engine just to get it to start. A wave of panic brushed over her as she realized that the can was almost empty. As she cruised along, her memory took her back to when she first got that can a few months ago. She had just picked up some groceries and walked back out to her car. After squeezing them in the back seat against a pile of clothes, which were piled on top of a stack of notepads, papers, and drawing pads.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?